the last day of driving bus for the season, so a little bit sad. I mean, I am looking forward to kind of just being done because the charters have been every day, so it gets a little hectic. But I mean, it's not bad, right? So it's just keeps you busy, and have to finish cleaning my bus. So I got quite a bit done yesterday, so it should be good. After today, I'm going to be diving into the TEFL full time, and I've had a pretty good chance to look over the course, check out everything that I need to get done. I've booked out time every day, every morning. It's usually when I learn the best is in the morning. I'm far more energetic. My mind is far clearer. You know, at the end of the day, I start getting tired. It's harder to kind of stay focused on what I need to stay focused on. So I know for me, get up, study 6 to 9 every day, maybe 6 to 10, go to the gym, and then do this, do some vlogging. And that'll be my day for the next 2 months. And I'm actually really looking forward to it. I'm not as freaked out about the course. I mean, once I actually have to start doing all the quizzes and stuff, maybe I'll find it harder. But it looks like it's laid out really well so that it kind of suits like my style of learning. I think it'll be okay for. So last night I was talking to a friend though, and I was saying that I hope the quizzes are really more based on showing that you know how to get information and know how to deliver information, and what's important to kind of teaching somebody who's learning English for the first time, as opposed to just a bunch of memory work. Memory work for me is, I mean, I can do it, but it's more challenging. And to be a teacher, I mean, I don't see how it is you need to memorize everything. Like when you're giving a lesson, you don't want to be digging through files and looking stuff up, but you don't want to know how to look stuff up and prepare for a lesson. Like for instance, if you're teaching somebody the first time, it's gonna be a lot different than if you're teaching them, kind of like halfway through. They already know some English, and they're trying to be, more proficient and move from intermediate to an expert at the language, right? So that information you want to be able to look up and get your class set up for, the specifics of what you're teaching. And that's knowing where to go get the information, be prepared, and how to deliver it. A lot different than memorization, in my opinion. So I'm hoping the course sets me up better to be able to do that than really just kind of pushes my memorization. Anyways, that's my thoughts on learning. So I'll find out a little bit more specific. My first quiz is due at the end of the week here. There's a few things that I've not done just because I've been working during the day, so haven't had that time. And so this week everything's pushed to the back of the week, which that makes me nervous because I'm not a fan of leaving stuff till the end anymore. Because if I don't understand what I need to do, then I need to get on it. Really good thing about the course though is you get 5 tries, right? So if you go through it and you don't have the right information on the quiz, you get 5 tries to get it right. Now, that seems like excessive, but the thing is you have to be 100%. So you can't get 15% and then get 60% and then pass. Right? It's 100%. So I once had a professor tell me that they could set up a test to make anybody fail. It didn't matter who they were. They could set it up so they'd fail. And it's funny, after that comment, I'd always watch whenever I'd get tests how they were set up, because often professors would do questions that had kind of multiple answers just on the front, but they'd have one specific word that changed things. So if you weren't really careful about it, you'd get it wrong. So of course 95% of their class would get it wrong, and the rest who got it right were going to be in the top percentile anyway, so that was fine. And it was really just a small wording thing. It wasn't really anything to do with your knowledge or your ability. It was more about, do you take the time to read properly? And if you're not doing that, you're gonna lose marks in this class, right? Whichever class it was. So obviously 100% exam is gonna have some tricky questions, but I'm hoping they're not actually gonna outright try and trick people. It'll be a very expensive lesson to fail, because if you don't get 100% on all your quizzes, you're done.